everybody out there, and Merry Christmas. This is Diane from Cheap Street Gallery, and I have a lovely gift idea for you to try at home. Anybody can do this. This is for something that is for extended family, in this case neighbors downstairs who are very good friends of mine. And as you all know, this has just been a hell of a year. So this is a budget-friendly project. Anybody can do it, and I will show you as best I can the easy steps. It's also kind of fun. But before we begin, there's a few things that help inspire me this time of year. First of all, there's Christmas. I'm working in my dining room right now, and I'll just show you too a little bit of, how it looks around here. Sorry, I'm just going to do the selfie. There's some of the items that we're going to do today, champagne, and we're going to make it look like pineapple. So, I know, it's going to sound interesting. It's done with chocolate and brown wrapping paper, a little bit of handy Scotch tape for anybody out there. I've got my Christmas mug, that's kind of essential, with tea. I've got a nice potpourri with scent here going, and of course some jazz music in the background. And it's a sunny, very cold, we don't have a lot of snow here in Napanee, Ontario. And where I'm working too, there's my centerpiece in my dining room. So it's a nice spot to work, and I encourage any one of you to try that. Get a good place where you're comfortable. I also like my dining room table because it's tall, it's a pub table. So I can stand while I do this, and I just find it easier to do that. So here we go. I've got my champagne. I pre-measured these, and this is a small bottle of champagne, okay? I picked it because this size is good for one person. It's got gold flake in it, so it's a little bit of a nice surprise. And also, it's at my budget, which there are 5 people I'm giving these to, 6 actually, and these were $5 each. So I think that's a nice little thing in my budget that I could afford for them. And the brown packing paper, I already own. It's a gigantic roll for anybody who's ever purchased one when you're moving. It has come in so handy over the years, and I mean years, because the rolls are so thick that I use it for art projects, wrapping. I mean, you can stencil this paper, you can use it to hang stuff. If any of you have ever been to my Instagram page, which is Diane at Cheap Street Gallery, that's the name of my gallery where I do all my art projects, you can see that in my banner too. I even use that as banner background for my gallery. Anyway, let's get started. So I have cut this to a specific size, and the way that I started, I mean, I'm going to tell you, it's probably about 30 inches long. But really, you don't have to worry about these. If you've seen my YouTube videos before, these are very, very simple projects. So if you want to just start from absolute scratch, you take your bottle and you just measure it until it kind of, this is going to be the extra, which is great. And again, we're gathering it up so that it's going to look like one of these when that's finished, okay? So as you can see, it was just pulled up, and it's left quite a bit there because that's going to be second stage. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to have to put the camera down and just work here, and I'll try and work as best in front of you as I can. Okay, so I'm just picking it up, and as I'm picking up the paper, take a hold of the bottle already. So when you do that, it's easier to keep control of that paper. And also that way your bottle won't be tempted to go falling down on the table. So just bring the sides up while you're gathering them in with your hand. Don't worry about it. Don't think that you have to do a perfect job. What we're trying to do here is just get it to be reasonable. If your paper rips while you're unfolding it, don't worry about that. We're going to be cutting it anyway. So just try and pull it up while you're holding that. And once you can sort of feel the top of the bottle or the neck of the bottle, that's where you want to go. So again, you can see how I'm just kind of making it fine. Okay, I like using this Scotch tape because you'll see how you can use it with one hand basically here. And all we're doing with this tape, as you can see, oops, shoot, sorry about that. There's a better angle maybe. I just tightened it around the neck. Okay, that's all we're doing. So I'm going to go a few times around with the Scotch tape like this. First I pull a piece out around 2 inches, don't worry, just a piece, okay? Then I'm going to use my index finger, and while I'm still holding the paper, I'm just going to start. Just put it on, and you can see what I'm doing with this finger. And now we're just going to push it down, and I'm pulling on the Scotch tape at the same time, and you're just going to go around a few times. Don't worry about being perfect. Just try and tighten it, push it in, and just keep going. We're just trying to get those wrinkles to all come together. Now at this stage, because I've gone around a few times, I'm going to pull out, I don't know, another 3, 4, 5, 6 inches. It doesn't matter. Okay, try and have it hanging down because you want to grab it with whatever is your hand that you use, your dominant hand. Now, because I've got it in my hand, I can pull and just finish taping around again just to make it even that much more secure. And there we go. So now I'm folding up that paper. That's all I'm doing is folding it up because I'm going to be cutting it. So at this point, I'm going to shut off the video because now what we're going to cover these with to make it look like a pineapple are Hershey Kisses that you buy at the bulk store. That is the expensive part of this project, and I'll come back to you and tell you why in a minute.